We are all obsessed with each other, madly in love with love, and love is all that is. So we are all madly in love with each other, secretly whispering, mirroring, until we are naked and not afraid to look at each other, at the world, at us, naked. Masks to the heart to the heart, hugging our raw, majestic truth, mirroring that which cannot be labeled, but always is a story worth watching on the oldest outdoor cinemas in the world, right here in Rome. Awakening, remembering. Who are we? Hugging in the wind that I am.
Oh, God, there's so many rain for a bit later. Might be a fish.
What is it like seeing your face stick update? What a life for them. How are you? Actually, are you going to
No, at work and then.
I'm going to go over there.
Yes.
Pretty deadly.
I'm better than you.
And I'm like, and he goes, Terry Hancock's to the bench. And I go like this. And he goes, and I go, and he goes, answer your full name loud. You answer your full name loud and clearly. And I said, living man with a womb. flesh and blood. And he goes, you stop that. You stop that in my courtroom. You got 2 more chances left. It's just a game. 3 chances. He can't get me to submit because I'm not programmed. I got a free mind. I can think for myself. I'm a sounding being. I will be myself, Your Honor. And the ladies then, from all the women who came to walk with freedom, and Kitty was there too, and Lulu, who was the whale we given because she's part of our dreaming and she's part of our culture and our law. This is how we keep country strong. This is how we keep food and water strong. And I, 3 chances, and he couldn't get me. I said, the other one was, with all due respect, Your Honor. He's like, you stop that. You answer your full name in the courtroom. And I said, with all due respect, Your Honor, are you offering us a contract? If so, give us full disclosure. Okay? The last one is I said, and he says, you answer your full name loud and clearly. I say, I take my birth certificate off with the source document that's registered in DCP. It's a 1 square meter. It's a corporation in a private state for the triple corporation crowns. And I go, Christian. Everyone is C for Christian. 1950233. And he knows what I'm talking about. So then it's time to dismiss him, and he goes, I'm going to adjourn this matter. And I said, well, he who leaves the battlefield first loses by default. Case dismissed. The power of tree, the power of tree, Jinky, the power of tree. Jinky is the water spirits. It's part of the water spirits dreaming. It's a story from Womban, from my great-great-grandfather, Bilngi. And he tells a story about the blue porpoise. So this is the Jinky sisters, and you got the Jinky sisters there sitting down right there too. That's the mermaids, but that's why we free divers. You see, Granny over here? Free divers? That's called stolen wages. That's called lost wages. That's called slavery. Now that you're waking up, are you ready to walk with us? All right, let's go. Jessica, you want to hold this mic for me, please? Kujara, kujara, inja kujara, yai kujara, kujara. Kujara, kujara, inja kujara, yai kujara, kujara. Together, together, coming together, you, me, all. Together, 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 coming together, you, me, all together. Waranjare, walangare, enja kujara, yai kujara, kujara. Waranjare, walangare, enja kujara, yai kujara, kujara. Life's a circle, one circle coming together, one circle going together. You, me, all together. Rise to lightning spirit, earth ground. Get up, stand up, get on with it. Kujara, yai kujara, kujara, everybody. Kujara, kujara, ninja kujara, yai kujara, kujara. Can we hear you? Kujara, kujara, ninja kujara, yai kujara, kujara. Jogan country. Kujara, kujara, ninja kujara. Yai kujara, kujara, jogan nyanga, jogan talk, jogan speak, jogan law, jogan. You're welcome.
I give thanks to you, each and every one of you that are here today. We've come together for this meeting, for this
gathering to discuss and talk about keeping our rights sacred, of respecting the health of our bodies, our minds and our spirit. And most of all, for protecting our children. That's what the kaupapa is today. And that's what I welcome you to. She's somebody who is connected with sovereign beings around the world. She's probably the most educated person I know on sovereignty, and we're lucky today to have her to open this grounds for us to be able to speak our thoughts and our experiences in safety together in the numbers. So please welcome Jinky.
I just had to cry to my grandmother on the ground. It's been a big walk. It's never been about war. It's been about education. It's been about understanding. It's been about getting to know who everyone is with us. It's getting to know what makes that system ticks.
Most important event.
How many people do you think people really read with you counting?
I lost count at 5.
I cannot count. You and me too.
We're 5. More than 5. Okay, so please stay up and right up for your safety. We are going to do a long way in front of me.
E nesse não saber que sabe, navegamos de olhos fechados, coração aberto e nó no peito. Ai, este nó no peito. Talvez não sejas tu, no fundo, ninguém e tudo, não é? A vida, este sonho lindo de viver, acende e apaga como as lanternas aquela noite na tenda. Um escorpião nas nuvens e o teu coração no meu. Sinto como senti a tua mente na minha. Surrender, suspirei. E sempre suspiro. Rendição, total rendição à mente, como ao sabor dos teus olhos nos meus. A vergonha, de mão dada com a pureza do amor incondicional. Inocente como um bebê, em chamas como o sol ou o fogo. Silêncio parece tão ofensivo. Um alerta vermelho. A quê? Talvez aos pensamentos sufocados de uma vida passada que parecem assombrar-nos. Obrigada pelo contraste. Pelo nó no estômago que diz, claro como a água, o que o coração sempre sabe. Quão perfeita és, intuição. Traz fantasmas em formas e cheiros, como se a testar esse saber, sem forma, e todos os cheiros. A mente aterrorizada por ilusões e alucinações de medo. O coração aos gritos de amor, como quando saíste daquele elevador atrás do espelho. Magia.
I want you to think about this as I speak. How do you show discernment in judging what is a good law, a just law, or an unjust law? In the 1930s in Germany.
Dua menjala now. You hear? Dua nila. You know. You remember. Dua inja. You been come. Menjala now. Menjala mabu. Here, live living men and women, flesh and bones of the earth. That's what precious is, what we do together in this new way for our children. Our children are our bosses. They have inherited the earth. What do we want to leave? Agora, dreaming tomorrow for our children. It started with us coming together.
My biases are grounded into. First off, I'm going to tell you that I am a Bible-believing Christian. The death, the burial, and the resurrection, the power to salvation. I am a freedom-loving, conservative patriot of this great southern land.
We have the right to travel freely. Magna Carta states, "For we shall not be stopped of our free will and liberty. For we, the people, the law, the land, have a right to travel freely." Bless you all. Maji Jinki Bora. Let us all move forward together. I open this floor for all the speakers of their rights right now. Mabu Mabu. New beginning. Lian Mabu. Lian Mabu. Kudara Lian Mabu. Garangari Walangari Eka Kudara. Bugarigara.
My little brother took it, but I never did. I have my little brother here. He took it, but I never did. I just want to talk for my mom in the desert. For my belgo up here, I'll speak my. Can I translate what I said? We're from long way. What I like to get in Bangura. From long way. I said it doesn't.
Of the people, the law, the land, government, parliament of the people. Sata Jajala la 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 Baru, land of great sand dunes, Yugan Buru, Yugan Nganga, Yugan Bogari, Yugan jurisdiction, talk, Yugan ground, Yugan dreaming, land of great sand dunes. Confidential, public broadcast. When we're casting a spell, remember what you're casting in the spelling. Words are spells. For the breach of Section 44 of the Constitution. Section 44 is foreign-based members and establishments can't sit and run for the Parliament of this country, Australia, if they are acting and posing as servants to corporations and private people, private families of corporations in the world, then they are pretty much violated Section 44. Section 107, look it up, it's your old people. They put it in place for this time because they knew it was going to come. Section 108, Section 109. These sections that I read out to you is pretty much all the breaches of the Constitution that brings the Queen's Council in play, the Executive Queen's Council. The only one left is the Governor General. And if not the Governor General, then you will execute it for the new way as the Commonwealth and the Federation and the Union Jack. Don't forget that, okay? For the violation of Article 36 It needs to be recited in international law, which is common law, when an international treaty has been violated. We fought for peace. We fought to make the world a better place. And we honor the Anzac and all our people who fought to make the world a better place. The Treaty of Versailles is the universal treaty that was set for all of us right across the world. Have a look at it. That is our treaty, and it's to be recited. Article 36. For the breaches of the codes of conduct by and with the ministers for the Ministry of Health sector, which is our biosecurity. So if you have very bad environmental health, then we have a sick planet, and we have not a good future for our children. So it's important now to start the true health and well-being, and not what money is corrupts absolutely. The Ministers for Health Sector, Section 26, this is to local government. The Shire who removed you, remember that your old people never granted local government any power in the 99 referendum. So they are stepped down, and they don't exist under Section 26. Local government is invalid. And Section 26 is also the vacate notice for all illegal occupants that are on these lands. For the Honourable Minister for the Health, Greg Hunt, is of the misconduct of the codes and the breaches of the oath you, Minister for Health, have failed to uphold with the now space. For the treason, for the crimes against humanity, and for the violence against women and children, for the ecocide and the genocide here of heaven, earth, star, of this divine and natural law, House of Common. For we the people, the law, the land, ceased and desist of the daylight robbery of the living man and woman, ancestral wealth of the family clans, estate, of the corporate junkies of the corporate world with this now space, for the claim of the Swiss Indo World Trust Fund, and the final grand foreclosure of corporations, acts, pretends, fiction, dead men on piece of paper, for the illegal title, no basis of law, for the insolvency of trade, Orex Act, trading insolvent, bankrupt since 1929, and for the breaches of the UCC1 Universal Codes, Commercial Codes of Conduct for the claimants by this claimant hereby authorized.
Fear, my friend, is a great motivator as well, to dictate your actions, how you think. How do you think Germany managed to turn their citizens against each other? Fear. They made it legal. They gave it authority. Today, the media has once again harnessed fear, using it to manipulate you to move from goalpost to goalpost, like a can getting kicked down the road. Chaos is a ladder, my friends. 2 weeks to stop the curve. They gave you the fear, you take the first step, and you sit there. And then the fear subsides.
And rights, caretaking, as Kartiaki, as Sister says, guardian, Baladabaru, keepers of the land, law keepers of the land. Not that law, but the land's law. That's important. So I'd like to, the ground was opened last night with all the people. In Jabugarigara, there's Common Court of Justice in session. This is how powerful you are. Learning how to stand in your authority again and your human rights. But this Common Court of Justice is now open. I sit here as an international sheriff of the peace. I'm here to make peace. I'm here to remind the public officers that if they have violated their codes of conduct, then as of this moment in this now space continuum right now, they are stepped down from office. The Prime Minister, CEO, stepped down. Unanimous vote of confidence. Would like to move that motion. We call on the Governor General to be a man and a decent man, uncle, grandfather, son, grandson, to do the right thing for the British Queen and for the Commonwealth people who are here in this country, and that the royal orders be respected. and that he comes and brings the Commonwealth people and sits with the sovereign people of these lands to finally put an end to tyranny, treason, and crimes against us all. Do we have a motion to move that? Yes. The people have it. We set a new time together with a new administration. I'd like to leave you with the fact that the new currency system is not about a currency system that dominates the play and controls every individual's welfare and rights to be on this planet. It's your God-given rights, your divine and natural right. The currencies that will operate in this new dreaming will be whatever that currency be. May it be cash, may it be crypto, may it be a pumpkin, may it be an hour of good work, you know, in somebody's place, or just helping out old people and all that stuff. Having our own education systems that work in the country and the law, and work with everyone coming into the country and into the law of this land is really important. This is how we resolve, and we go into the full remedy of cleaning up country and the ecosystem. So these are promises. I'm not like Kevin Rudd that just says sorry. When I make a promise, and we make a promise, it's not just for me, it's for the people, and it's for all our old people. I'd like to give respect to all those old people who just passed on recently, and I wanted to give respect to my grandfather, who passed on the 16th of this month. He was a great man, he was a great knowledge holder. He gave me everything. He was my best friend. I used to go fishing in the mornings with him. He showed me where all the mullets and the type of mud that they eat. He showed me about the 6 seasons. He wanted the best for the people. And he said to me, he said, "Carrie-Ann, House of Cox. I have a clan seat and family seat in the House of Mana, Scottish Welsh. It's from my grandfather, and also our original blood here to this land." And he said, we have to do it the peaceful way. We must have a knowing of the people that live with us here, work out what makes them tick, and work with the change makers and with the good ones in the country, so you can make this country good for all of us. So I want to pass that message on from him. He died 14 days after my election. I was elected by the people 14 years ago. I never finished, because he said, "Girl, if you're going to start something, then you go all the way and finish it." And I'm here to finish it. So I just like to thank him and all my old people for everything. I brought him home to die. I didn't allow him to stay in the old people place. I know that dementia patients were automatically going to get vaxxed, regardless of consent of the family. So, but at the end of the day, I brought him home, I cleaned him up, and I got him ready for his spirit world. These are the things that we need to do for each other. So he blesses us, and he wishes us well on this journey. Mabuli.
Okay. So being women and so being men. Be seen. Hey! You sure it's your body? You sure it's your body? Who's body you got there?
That's all. Excellent. Too good. Hey, what a great day. You all gonna know who we are around here. You'll remember who you are. Beautiful life. Gonna go and get my guitar now. I'll see you down there, sis.